Reporting to you live here at the Niagara Takes Flight exhibit in Niagara Falls, Ontario. It's live from last week, episode 250. Let's go! Welcome, my fellow JayWalkers, to another episode of Live from Last Week. Hope last week has served you well. Just a quick shameless plug before we go on. Want you guys to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. So firstly today, we got a quick birthday shout out to one of my childhood friends who I used to compete with in the Knights of Columbus Free Throw Championships. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Bronson. Happy birthday, Bronson. I'm hoping that everybody has their birthdays today are doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time, and had a great celebration for your birthdays this year. So passing out on the couch and getting about 7 hours of sleep last night, just like this scene from last week's episode. I did a quick stopover at my local No Frills and spent enough money on my groceries to get this Marvel collectible sticker. I went to the local No Frills and bought enough groceries to get myself a new Marvel sticker pack before going back to the condo and making this delicious breakfast for the wife. Then doing a new challenging workout program that I just started yesterday. Today I did my Fuel Series upper body and clusters workout. Doing workout circuits that had me absolutely exhausted within the first 5 minutes. But guys, post-workout and going to the condo gym to try to check out my weight on the scale here, and it being the end of the month, I continued on with my 2025 New Year's goal of using the condo pool at least once every month. Doing this afternoon a swimming session at the condo pool for the month of September. Next, reminded about my expiring courtesy vouchers that we got the last time I was at the movies when the D-Box was broken watching How to Train Your Dragon. I made my way to the local movie theater and got in return 4 tickets for the IMAX version of Tron next month. Next up, taking public transit from Warden Station all the way to Main Street Station. Then taking the 5-minute walk to get to the local Danforth GO Station. I met up with one of my former co-workers, Sydney. And also randomly ran into one of my former university classmates, Gemelin. Being here at the Queen Elizabeth Theatre on the exhibition grounds to check out a stand-up comedy show featuring a nurse that I last saw when he was in Toronto a couple years back. Scoring last-minute tickets to see social media icon Nurse Blake on his But Did You Die comedy tour. So first of all, I wanted to welcome y'all to a new month. Welcome to October, guys! And in honor of it being October, guess who has on their More Booze Please Ghost t-shirt? And while we're on the topic of celebrations, we'll just do a quick birthday greeting to one of my friends out there who I know through my YSIC buddy, Robert. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Tennis. Happy birthday, Tennis. And we've got a birthday shout out to one of my longtime university friends who I last saw during their son Mateo's birthday last year. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Madeline. Happy birthday, Madeline. I'm hoping that everybody that has their birthdays today are doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time, and had a great celebration for your birthdays this year. So last night, after watching that funny Nurse Blake comedy show with Sydney, where we were literally 5 rows from the stage, as well as multiple signs saying that there was no photo or video recordings allowed in the theater, but us taking this nice photo with Nurse Blake, or actually, well, his cutout, I got home to get in about 4 to 5 hours of sleep before driving the wife to the GO station to drop her off for her day shift downtown this morning. Then go back to the condo to pass out for a couple hours more. Next up, after editing videos for pretty much most of the day, I went on to do my Fuel Series glutes and hamstrings supersets workout of the day before getting ready to go in for one single night shift later on tonight. This morning, coming off a busy night shift in charge last night, having the day shift short-staffed and needing to try to call in coworkers at 5 a.m. to try to fill in the gaps. At 7:45, almost 8 a.m., I was happy to be done my shift. Once again, mini carpooling with the coworker Tiffany before going home to post-shift pass out for about an hour. But next, in the afternoon, I picked up this guy for his first ever mini carpool. Yo, the newest guest in the mini carpool, PK! So after seeing my buddy / one of my groomsmen from my wedding for the first time in a long while, I decided to take him out this afternoon to go golfing, doing a little bit of a warm-up at the driving range at one of my favorite local GTA places to go golfing that I've been to several times in the past, bringing PK for a round of 18 at the Harmony Creek Golf Center. After that fun time going out to the range and for a round of 18 holes of golf with PK yesterday, where compared to the previous scores that I held at this golf course, I was able to achieve a course record for myself for an 18-hole round of golf, scoring under 100 strokes for the very first time. But guys, moving on to the fact that my body woke me up after getting my minimum of about 6 hours of sleep last night, I decided to be productive at the wee early hours of the morning, editing live from last week videos on the laptop before the sun was even up. Continuing to edit throughout the morning, as well as the late afternoon here. Eventually finishing up this baby earlier this evening. But guys, I did have a quick break as I was surfing through my phone, seeing this video of the Philippines on my social media feed. Weirdly and unplanned at the same time, the wife had the exact same video playing on her phone right beside me. Anyways, after taking this video of a leak happening on the ceiling of the bathroom, sending an email hoping that the condo management will tend to this sometime soon, and catching yet another beautiful evening sunset to the west of the condo, I went on to do my Fuel Series full body workout of the day, which with peripheral heart action, aka PHA training, had me totally exhausted several times throughout this session. Waking up this morning after getting around 6.5 hours of sleep. Waking up early once again to make the wife some breakfast to come home to after her night shift. I got around to doing this activity with this guy for the first time since this Live From Last Week episode, as well as the first time since I last saw him during his proposal to his now fiancée, Amy. I had a nice condo tennis session with the cousin Elron this afternoon, then visiting this nearby restaurant that we haven't been to in a while. We went to the local Haka #1 restaurant to take advantage of their lunch specials. Quickly catch up over a meal here. Then open up our fortune cookies that we had as our dessert. Yeah, you're a dreamer and your thinking is inspirational. Wow, so deep. Prior to going back home to the condo to catch the Blue Jays' ALDS Game 1 home opener versus the Yankees, getting my heart rate elevated a little bit in all of my excitement, where our boy Bday Jr. had appeared to get his swing back on track, as well as another big game by Alejandro Kirk, aka Kirky, with the Blue Jays taking the first game of this best of 5 series earlier today by the score of 10-1. So missing out on the tradition that I've had in previous years of going to Nuit Blanche that happened last night, and instead getting about 6 hours of sleep at the condo, I woke to do my Fuel Series dumbbell cardio giant sets workout of the day. A challenging one, doing 4 workouts with 30-second intervals and only 30 seconds of rest in between sets, before relaxing with my post-workout drink while watching my buddy Jason's most recent Havelock vlog on his Palmani 101 YouTube channel. I then went with the wife to the St. Teresa Parish Shrine of the Little Flower for Sunday morning Catholic Mass, before, just like scenes in previous Live From Last Week episodes, I went to No Frills and bought enough groceries to get yet another free pack of Marvel stickers, which the wife had opened up while she was in the mini and revealed to me what she got. Next up this afternoon, taking a road trip with the in-laws and seeing that this doggo was living his life with his head outside a car window. we made our way to a destination that I haven't been since late last year. Enjoying a quick sights and sounds tour to Niagara Falls with the Saga fam, visiting the Table Rock Center and going to the Niagara Takes Flight exhibit here, where we were led into several different rooms explaining the different histories in and around the area of Niagara Falls. Then grabbing a seat with the family to the newest attraction in the area. This 4D Niagara Takes Flight experience that you guys can see we had all enjoyed. Then after filming a couple more video shots on top of the Horseshoe Falls area right before we left, and paying the premium $36 flat rate for parking close by, as well as capturing the views of the American Falls as we drove through the area, we made our way to Tap's Brew House that was not too far away to meet up with Caroline and Josh, who in this video we can't really see because I was blinded by the sunlight, where I ordered their Tap's Burger and fries, which I thought was pretty decent, where we watched Game 2 of the Blue Jays versus Yankees ALDS series, and had my boy Treya Savage on the mound, being pretty much lights out with a franchise postseason record of 11 strikeouts in his postseason debut, helping the Blue Jays defeat the Yankees 13-7 to take the second game of their best of 5 American League Divisional Series. Knocking out at the Saga house and getting only 6 hours of sleep, I had woken up at this early hour to drive the wife downtown to attend a class at work, prior to taking on this challenge, going to my local No Frills and buying this laundry detergent that says it has a supply of 6 months or more, of which I had started on this morning, as well as get yet another Marvel sticker pack with my big purchase. Then going back to the condo to get things tidied up and doing several household chores here, I was able to make space in the living room and relocate my famous bar, taking about an hour to move it so that the kitchen rental contractor has an area to work with for a wall structure checkup appointment tomorrow. Then after I was done most of my cleaning, I made my way to the Broadview area to meet up with the coworker Tiffany, who had just recently got her nails done at the nearby nail salon. I then brought her with me to a local secret viewpoint that I haven't been to in quite a while, going to the famous Chester Hill viewpoint, a scenic hotspot that has beautiful views of the Don Valley. See? So like if you go here like during the fall, you can see all the leaves change. As well as this art that was literally on the street that Tiff had informed me was a mural of horoscope signs. Is that you?
Maybe.
Libra?
Yeah, I'm Libra.
Okay, that's me. and then that's you. Then after realizing that we were twinning with our outfits earlier today, yo, check what we're wearing. We're all black, and then you got red at the top, I got red at the top.
That's actually so funny.
Not planned, except I didn't get my nails done. We headed to one of Tiff's favorite hotspots in East Chinatown called Pho House for some delicious pho as well as some of my other favorite dishes. Catching up with her outside of work over this late lunch. Then after seeing in the distance this boba spot that reminded her of one of our co-workers. Is it me?
That's you. Jerry boy. Ah!
yeah, don't tell Sam. We got to trying some boba mango slushies as well as my typical milk tea bubble tea. Then, after dropping her off and picking up the wife after her class that was downtown, realizing that in this hot summer-like 25-degree weather, or as CP24 had put it, 27 degrees outside, feeling like 31, and this abnormal temperature that was happening this late in the year on October the 6th, it was shown on the dashboard that it was making my Mini thirsty for more oil. So, going to this place for the first time since the Mini's last oil change, I ended up here at the local Ryan's Express Lube for an oil change and to get our thirsty baby Mini some new oil this evening. Then, to conclude my night, I headed back to the condo to do my Fuel Series quad-focused leg workout of the day. That had my thighs just burning and me working up a sweat. And have me ready to rest up and wrap up this week's Live From Last Week episode right here. So, if you guys have enjoyed what you've been watching, feel free to follow JayWalkerPOV on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notifications bell to be notified when new videos from JayWalkerPOV come out. And once again, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and healthy out there, and we'll see you next time on Live From Last Week.